Where do I put this?
Hello.
So, welcome to episode 16 of the Force Choke podcast with Izzy,
Sarah,
Tim,
and you know his name, right? And myself, Lewis.
We also have a guest today. We're here with Jacob.
Jacob, you're so quiet. I'm not used to
it's
that.
a first.
Let's get a warm up. Tim got me all hot.
Here, how about doing it?
Yeah. Oh my god. I can't have this. Triggers a gateway drug to cocaine.
That's what they say.
That's what I heard.
Wow. So is everybody awake?
Yes.
No.
I think so.
Getting there.
You think so? Getting there?
I'm almost done with my coffee.
Oh man. All right. Well, Tim, you want to hit us up with, or hit everybody up with?
Social media. So
Yes, just to remind them and let them know, because we usually do that at the
start
end.
off. Yeah.
Right.
You can find us. So you're already following us on Facebook, watching this video. I don't have to mention that, but we do have an Instagram. You can go follow us there. We've been posting porgs. Pretty funny stuff. So go check us out there. And also we have a new Snapchat you can follow us at the Force Choke, and a Patreon at the website. You can see our behind the scenes contents for just $1. So we already have like 3 videos up, somewhere around between 30 minutes to an hour each.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, there you go.
Excellent. And for the month of September on Patreon, if people do choose to go, all the money that, and like Tim said, it's only $1. All the money that we collect from that is going to go to help Harvey hurricane victims. So if you're able to put in $1, then you get to see behind the scene content at patreon.com/theforcechoke.com if you want to help out that way. All right. So
wait, so the stuff we were talking about just before the show, is that going to be behind the scenes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Recorded?
Yeah. All that was recorded, man.
You're going to want to donate $1.
Yes, we like.
You're going to see the transition to like me get quiet. As I think it starts recording.
Is this Charlie Murphy? No. Charlie Murphy gets all ready.
Oh my god, that's too funny.
Oh, Micah.
What's up, Micah?
Hi,
I want to say stuff, but it's offensive. I'm just kidding.
There's Micah. Hi, Micah.
Tim, stop.
Micah, I have donuts here for you.
Yeah.
They're chocolate ones. You're not missing anything.
They're chocolate.
You're not missing anything.
Chocolate. Those are the. Do you like the chocolate ones?
I like the chocolate.
Yeah.
Dark side.
Chocolate?
Yeah.
Did somebody say
I
chocolate?
bought it this time because people complained about the powdered last time.
Yeah.
It was me.
That's a gateway.
I'm a hater.
Dude,
Yeah.
powder's dope too.
No, that's what I said.
It's just that honey glaze one? Nah, it's too sticky.
Yeah, they are kind of
Clean living.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, I heard you got some news, right? Oh, okay. So, what's the news, Izzy?
Porgs, right? I'm sorry with porgs.
What?
Porgs.
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 Porgs all the day, all the time, always.
Okay,
Porg Willis.
so last time.
If you haven't gone into our Instagram,
Oh my god.
you got to go see Porg Willis.
Yes.
Last episode we were talking about porgs, and me and Sarah were like, oh well, they're so cute, like we want one. Well, I went to Target, and I also posted a video on our Instagram page. A porg like making it talks, apparently talks, and it was the scariest thing I have ever heard in my life. I was like, oh my god, a porg, and I touched it, and I was like, why is it doing that? I was so scared. I why it sounded like a freaking Furby. It was my literal nightmare.
Oh my goodness.
It was not cute.
And
It
we were on
My
such a
first thoughts
I
on it
still
would
won't-
sound like it was dying. Like, it was like
did.
I saw it. That's like the first time I've ever like seen one. I've never like I haven't seen. Is that in the new trailer or something? Like I don't know what porks are.
Porks,
yeah,
they were
Pork is in the trailer. It was in the
weren't they the
They're right
behind
next
the
to, like,
scenes?
Chewbacca.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Behind the scenes, they showed like a couple of like 2 clips of it. One like a close-up shot,
Yeah,
and one like next to Chewie or something.
Mhm.
But yeah, so
they're just a
they're
random
trying.
race
I
of
think
like
that Disney's
hamsters.
trying to play it up. Like
Yeah.
they're cute creatures.
Oh,
they have like
yeah.
these large, like eyes, big eyes.
Penguin
They got these
birds.
little mouths,
Penguins.
Yeah,
The-
they're
little frowny
kind of
mouths.
like penguins. They can't. It doesn't look like they can fly, so they kind
So
of
they're
have
like-
like a disability. It makes you feel sorry for them.
You can say that, dude.
Tim.
Oh man, they're cute.
Tim.
Oh, shit.
Wow, Tim.
Maybe that's why Luke is there. He brought all the porgs with him.
Oh my god.
Tied in a board. However,
Oh my god.
It's so cute. It's disabled.
it's terrifying when you hear them.
Yeah, dude, they're diversion.
We were wondering if they would talk, squeak.
Yeah.
Or,
Well, they're
But-
not very cute.
but maybe
You
the
just
one
said-
that you had was disabled.
So you're saying it has like short arms, right?
Or they have,
Is that the
That
disability?
they're like flappy wings.
How far?
Um,
Mid torso or? Like,
Mm,
Almost like a penguin, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
they
penguin
look like
size.
penguins.
Penguin.
Fuzzy penguin.
Like
Yeah.
penguins meet seagulls.
so like no legs.
They're not
Almost like
like
that
So you
metal,
can't- so
like
you
that
can
metal
run from
owl
them.
on Clash of the Titans that couldn't really fly well because it was like metal.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember that? Nobody.
I got you there. Yeah. I got you there, Tim. Yeah. I got you
I'm like,
there.
the original
It was
Clash of the
gifted
Titans.
to Perseus.
Titans.
Yes,
Oh,
I remember
yeah.
Clash of the Titans, the one they made like a few years
The
ago,
one in
like
the 80s.
5-7 years ago. We're
I
talking about the
remember,
one
my
from,
memory goes back to like Cat Dog.
like, the 70s.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well,
He had
Born in
the mirror
96.
on his shield.
Well, yeah.
I saw the new one.
I didn't care for that one too much. It was alright. It was
It
alright.
wasn't horrible.
They keep remaking the same.
For the-
Anyway, Star Wars.
Yeah.
I guess he's used the old one is. It's still great.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
So porgs are just filler. They're just a race.
Well, you know, I don't think they're a filler, but I mean,
They're Chewie's new friend, apparently.
Why-
Other
why
than
do you
you
say
watch?
that?
Well,
Because that
since you said you
photo-
haven't seen it, there's
Yeah.
on the one of the screenshots. She's saying it's Chewie's new friend because Chewie is sitting in the Millennium Falcon,
Yeah.
and next to him sitting down is the porg
Dude,
in the
so-
seat.
So was Lando.
He's gonna replace Lando now.
Yeah, but like Lando wasn't his best friend. He hated Lando.
Oh,
Yeah.
He
okay.
said it off screen. Don't worry about it.
Also, like those Funkos.
the what?
I sent it in the group chat. It was like those Funko Pops.
Oh,
toys,
yeah.
And Chewie's holding a porg.
Okay, that's
And
the
then that
difference.
little like
But I was saying he eats the pork
no, they're friends.
because he's
They're
alone on the
friends.
No,
island.
they're not gonna eat.
He has the
Well
he built a fire.
said.
Pork's gone. He got hungry.
I feel like that'll be his replacement for Han Solo.
That's what I said.
Or actually, it'd be like for Kylo, because like Ben grew up to be an asshole and then he killed his dad or died.
So you think Chewie's gonna get touchy-feely feelings for the porgs and want to protect them?
Well, it's just like he has nothing to protect anymore.
Uh-huh.
Han Solo, he grew up and he's like, oh, me and Han Solo, we did all these adventures. And then like he made a kid and then he protected the little kid. The little kid.
Which I'm gonna ask you about
I'm listening.
in your segment because we're gonna spend time on you, but
I got a lot of
we're gonna
stuff.
come back to that because all that you're saying
Mhm.
is non-canon now. We don't know if that happened.
They're making a movie about Han
They
Solo.
have, but
You
do we
can't-
know if that's what happened?
Do we really want Han Solo without Chewbacca?
What if they go that
That's Luke
route?
Skywalker without Darth Vader.
What if he doesn't have a life tattoo on?
That's Sidious without wrinkles.
But we'll talk a little bit more about
They're gonna
that.
get
I'm
Ewoks
just kidding.
first.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking. I couldn't think of the name. Like the Ewoks are supposed to be cute and adorable, like the porgs. Or
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
They make
Could
cute
be.
noises. Like,
They're cannibals.
Yeah.
They were ridiculous. No,
Of the-
they had like sharp teeth and like before anybody else, like they were out there killing people.
Yeah,
like,
they do.
And but they're still cute.
They
They did it with
Eat the
cuteness.
brains.
yeah, they would eat them.
They
And
turn
then,
their
like,
skulls
yeah,
upside
in the
down.
drums,
Yeah,
dude.
still
Yeah.
That's true. you know,
It's
polar
more-
bear babies are cute,
Yeah,
and they can still kill you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, so
That's a
I
good
see your
point.
point. I see your point. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Little baby tigers.
Yeah.
Adult tigers.
Yes. Yes. All cute and deadly.
And
yeah, it's
yeah.
not canon anymore. I was thinking about like, is there like more Chewbacca's race? But then I remembered that he killed all of them,
They enslaved them to make one of the Death Stars.
and
as
the
well.
Death Star blew up, and I
Mhm.
don't think they evacuated them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They're like,
Shrapnel.
yeah,
Yeah. Anyway,
absolutely. Well, you do have something right there under your phone also.
I do.
Because you went crazy, right? When you went to Toys R Us. Tell everybody what happened when you went to Toys R Us.
Okay. Well,
Not Toys R Us, Target.
Target,
Target.
yeah. Well, they have like the Last Jedi like displays everywhere, and I got very excited and started like swiping things off the shelf into my basket. And I'm gonna go up to the camera and show this. Everybody knows that I'm the biggest Princess Leia fan, so I found this. It's a book about her. It's called The Princess of Alderaan.
Who wrote that book?
Princess Leia.
Princess Leia.
It's not.
Claudia Gray, and it's supposed to be like
You magnificent bastard, I read your book!
and it's
I want by the end of this. I want to know who that is.
it's just supposed to be how she became like a legend.
Oh, okay. So, like, kind of her
127.
upbringing to where she is at now.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
it's supposed to lead up to like
Hold on, and I just want to add. Let me see the book. I just want to add because I was looking at the book earlier. It says on the back here. So if you're interested in trying to find out what's up on the new Last Jedi film, it says here that this thrilling adventure is set before Star Wars: A New Hope and contains clues about the upcoming Star Wars film, The Last Jedi. So I thought I should say that.
so.
Oh,
I
nice.
should read it pretty fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's right around the corner. And we have not gotten.
I just want to know what characters are in it. To be honest.
In that book?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure her.
Dude, they made a nod towards it in like Rogue One.
Yeah, they did.
I was pissed. Like the opening scene, it's like Galen. I was like, oh. And he's like Ursa. And I was like,
You're like,
I walked out.
Here's my ticket.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my god, is this gonna be Star Killer? And he died. Like, I knew they were all gonna die. They're like,
Yeah.
spoilers.
man.
Oh crap.
So yeah, you're gonna have to keep us updated on your readings. I know you're in class now, so
Yeah, so I'll be reading during class.
oh my god. But yeah, so I know you bought some Star Wars stuff, right? You're using it right now.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
had this
Star Wars
for a long time. It's on our Snapchat if you follow us on Snapchat.
Yeah, you have to follow
Join
us
the
to see the
rebel-
cool stuff.
Yeah. You don't get to watch it.
Join
Okay.
the rebellion.
Or the dark side of it, that's cool too.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Tim, have you seen any new stuff?
Yes. One thing that intrigued me a lot was a theory about who Snoke or Snoke's powers is,
Power?
or who he is and what his powers are.
I want to hear your theory on who he is because I have a
So-
strong theory.
I was watching this video on YouTube, and this guy says, you might have seen it, I'm not sure, but this guy says he's been getting information from an anonymous source, and
Stupendous way.
this source is he's been getting this information. He's been putting out videos on YouTube where he'll give you the rumors that this anonymous person was saying, and these rumors would turn out to be true sometime after.
I know who you're talking about.
Okay,
That's where I have like 3 other.
is that where you got this stuff from?
I have a couple from him and then a couple from other sources.
Okay.
They have like cross reference that come to their own ideas, but his like the person who feeds him information has been 100% right the whole time.
Yes.
And it's insane in the membrane.
So who could that possibly be? Do you
So
Who, Snoke?
fast
think?
forward.
No.
to
I mean the
what-
person
what
who's
he-
giving that information.
So Disney
To
has
wrap my head around it, he's basically saying Snoke has powers like Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat. Stealing,
Like he steals
stealing
souls.
souls.
stealing
Oh
souls.
yeah.
But he's stealing
Force.
Force users' souls,
Force.
pretty much. He's
to
taking their
regenerate
energy.
his body.
Yes,
because
to become younger.
the theory is that he was one of the like original, not necessarily dark side, but like somebody who abused the Force for like kind of like Plagueis, not canon. Thanks, Disney. But like Plagueis would manipulate the Force and try to live longer. He mastered that.
Mm-hmm.
So what he does is he goes around and like drains powerful Force users and stuff like that. Now he went into dormant after a while because the Sith started taking over, and I don't know if he wanted to drain the Sith because like the Jedi were pushed to like the brink. This is all like that's all legends. That's not canon anymore. But Snoke is. But I don't know if they're gonna run with that idea. But the theory is that he sealed himself to where like he's in a meditative state for a long time, but something awoke in him, a powerful shift in the Force, something like.
Hello.
Sorry, that was my fault. Go.
The powerful shift in the Force, something like Order 66, when a large part of the light side of the Force just drops. That would awaken him, so he could see the rise of the Empire, watch it fall, and then 30 years later, watch the new with Kylo Ren and himself build a new one. And what he's doing is he took Kylo to get to Luke, because Luke is the most powerful. Like he's crazy. Like it's insane. Like oh man.
Well, I mean, he could easily take Kylo though and go. If the power is, if the rumor is right of what he can do, why not take?
I'm
Kylo,
a huge fan of Kylo Ren.
Why not kill Kylo, take him, and then go after Luke?
You need to.
I mean, I understand he needs.
Luke still wants his.
Luke wants to leave him
his nephew.
You could have just left Luke alone.
No.
To die there, not even worry about the rest.
Die where?
And the galaxy would be fine. He'd have control. Luke wouldn't do anything. He wouldn't come back.
He wants him to like live longer. Luke has like all this power. Like Luke is on par with Yoda right now. If you drain that, like he's gonna live for another couple hundred years.
I don't know.
But he can't drain Kylo. I love Kylo to death, but he's not as powerful as Luke. Never will be. Like Luke is insane. Yeah. But he wants Luke. That's all he's doing is he's taking Kylo, he's corrupting him. That's what Han Solo told him, like, hey, he's using you. And he's using him to get closer to Luke. He's gonna force Luke out. But I think Rey threw a wrench into the plan.
Well, this guy says he's 100% like
too legit to
he's
quit.
Right every time. If that's true, then that means Leia's gonna die by Snoke's hands, either in this next movie or the one after.
So, do you think that she's gonna die at his hands by him taking her soul?
Taking her soul.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh. Do you think we're gonna see her like shrivel?
He's gonna live.
No!
Yeah, let's make her shrivel up.
Oh gosh.
I doubt that. I think he's gonna make Kylo kill her.
That would be a big statement. I mean, he killed both of his parents.
He's Batman now.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Memes about that.
What?
The whole like father parents dying thing.
Well, there's like a you know how Halloween's out right now. Somebody will put on like the Batman mask and like a grown man will be crying down. They'll be like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "I can't find my parents."
Oh my god.
But yeah.
I mean, how do y'all feel about that? If that truly is going to be how Leia perishes, and we don't know if she's going to go out in this movie or die. I mean, they may save it for the next one, but let's say that were the case. I want to hear what y'all have to say about if Snoke is this kind of like Force stealer, soul stealer, and that is how she does end up dying.
She's going to die sometime.
Yeah.
How would you want her to go?
I don't know. The CGI is pretty strong, and her death was like really impactful in like the Star Wars like fan base. So I think they're gonna keep her alive for at least one more movie, and either it's gonna be
she's gonna die at the end. Cliffhanger.
Dude, there's no way. I feel like it's too ballsy of them.
Yeah, it's pretty ballsy.
Yeah.
Dude, Disney doesn't do that. I mean, they killed Mufasa, but they can't kill him.
Oh my god.
But like, I don't know, man. She's so important to the role, though. Like, she is Princess Leia.
Like
she's the leader of the like
clouds, like Mufasa.
Just like flicking off Kylo. You're a piece of shit.
Oh my god, you guys are funny.
What do you think? Oh man, I got a question.
Well, first I want to
Oh,
hear
sorry, yeah,
how they feel about that.
As sad as that would be like insane to see. I mean, I would cry and be like,
Pretty intense.
yeah, that's crazy.
Somebody getting their soul sucked out, like
And-
really
But you know what?
Yeah.
What's that?
If that does like happen, I think it would be like light the fire under people's asses, you know?
Mhm.
And like
Mhm.
be the driving force of
the rebellion.
like the light. Yeah.
Who would take up the spot that she leaves behind? Because she leaves an empty
Yeah.
hole for the resistance. You know, I mean, a really big driving force, like you
Yeah.
said. Who
Akbar.
takes over?
Bar.
every decision he has to make. We have to go. It's a trap. We should have dinner. It's a trap.
Oh my God.
I just had an idea. So Rey is not Jedi. She never will be. She is the gray and/or Sith, because she doesn't really crave power. She craves knowledge, but to get knowledge, she needs power. So what if Leia dies, but sees that Snoke drains the life out of his mom? I was like, fuck this. Like, I want to go to the light side. Like, I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I can kill my dad, but, like, watch my mom. A little more, like waking up. Like, he's waking up.
Yeah,
Like,
wake him up, yeah.
Yeah. So that's, like, his
eyes are
revelation.
open to what his dad was trying to say. Like, he's just using you.
Yeah, he's just using you. Like, he just drained your mother in front of your face. What if he feels the spot, and then Rey sees the display of power and was like, shit. Like, that's cool.
To create that
And it
power.
just goes dark. I want Rey dark.
Me too.
No.
She's so
Yes.
powerful.
But her and Leia had a moment.
She, at the end
Forget
of
the
The Force
moment.
Awakens, she hugged Leia.
Yeah.
Dude, Anakin hugged, what's her name?
Like, I love you.
got
type
choked to
of hug.
death. What was it?
I can't see her, like, turning
Yeah.
dark because of that.
Or she
Oh,
hugs
she's
her
not
ass
turning
in
dark
the
because of that. Everybody has light moments. Everybody has dark moments. Just depends on which ones you want to prefer to have. Like, not all Darksiders walk around. They stub their toe and they're just like, oh, yes. They're just like, shit. It's just like, Darth Vader had, like, sincere moments when he took his helmet off and he'd meditate about the thoughts of his wife who he killed. Like, I want Rey dark. She has so many reasons to go dark. Kylo Ren is in a phase. He's seen right now.
Yeah.
Like, he's seen.
It's a scene mom. Or it's a
The
phase
scene
mom.
where-
Yeah, he's in a phase. He just wants to be dark to crave power to match up to his grandfather. That's
Yeah.
why. Should we talk about it? Luke's necklace?
I don't think Kylo's changing. at all.
Dude,
I hope.
I think he stays dark.
put a 50 on it.
He's gonna put a 50 on it.
We have to wait till the third movie in case they want to draw it out. Just in case I lose $50.
Well, I mean, that's some of the things that, news snippets that. Oh, go.
What do you think? Do you want Rey on the dark side?
I do like his character on the dark side. I don't know where they're going to go with that. I really don't. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In some movies you can tell, like, okay, this is where the story's going. You know what I mean? I'm totally in the dark right now, and I'm actually doing this podcast and actually taking myself out of my own comfort zone, because anything to do with Star Wars, previous to us doing a podcast, I didn't want to see trailers. I didn't want to see
100%
anything. I wanted to go into the movie fresh. You know what I mean? So doing this, yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? I'm getting a lot more information than I'm used to, which is pretty cool. You know what I mean? But I don't know where they're going with him. But to answer your question, I think he should, in my opinion, stay on the dark side and complete his story that way. If they do swing him back to the light side, I think that won't be until after this trilogy is over.
So, if Rey was to go to the dark side, do you think that she would take Finn as her apprentice
No.
to complete the rule of two?
Mm-mm. No, because I don't think
Kills
Finn
Snoke.
is force sensitive.
Yeah, but he's got.
But look at him with the blue lightsaber. He's like,
Anybody can hold a lightsaber. You held one.
anybody can hold one.
That's what kind of pissed me off, though.
I don't know if anybody can tell on there, but I always, and I think I showed you, Tim. It was on one of the magazines. If you can look at Rey and her
Yeah.
pole, and Kylo Ren and his saber,
Yeah.
they're almost mimicking the same.
Pattern.
Yeah, the way they're holding it. And in every book and magazine I've seen, their weapon is always parallel to one another.
Really?
Yes. So, which leads me, that's why it leads me to believe that they're somehow related, whether brother or sister or something like that.
They're fucking related.
So, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just looking too much into it, or maybe,
It's a sign.
yeah, they're telling us something in plain sight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Do you remember
But-
my theory? A long
I,
time ago.
I don't. Go ahead.
The theory about Kylo being the older brother.
Oh yes, I do. I do think I remember you.
Like 10-year-old, 9-year-old. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, there's a difference
talked
because,
about
like, let's just say they're born. She's years different. He goes off to the Jedi Academy. He has to be separated from Leia and Han. Han's usually not in the picture anyway. But that's why I don't think he can kill his mom. He killed his dad. His dad was always off doing adventures, trying to feel young again. But she gets sent off, and then she starts training a little bit. Kylo, already in the parts of the Knights of Ren, already talking to Snoke, starts to kill everybody in the Jedi Temple, starts burning it down. But one of the Knights of Ren goes to strike down Rey, and we see in the flashback there is a unstable blade going through the heart of that person, who we don't know is Rey, but we're seeing it from a first, like, from the POV of her, so we can assume that it's Rey. That Kylo Ren is protecting his sister and or cousin if Luke actually like went against the code of the Jedi and had offspring.
mhm.
And then puts her on Jakku after using, like, she's very young. Either like all the traumatic stress caused her to forget, or then again Kylo was able to manipulate memories. Like, he's able to get the map out of people. Who knows if he's able to get rid of memories? So he puts her on Jakku, where she'll never develop any of her force-sensitive powers, and nobody's even going to care. It's just a bunch of scavengers trying to get food.
Mhm.
And
Kinda
then,
Kind of how it would happen to Luke on Tatooine. Yeah.
sorry, hold on. You had a sneeze? No, it's not. But that's why everybody like calls Kylo Ren such a little like tantrum little child whenever he hears about a girl on Jakku escaping with the Millennium Falcon with the BB unit.
Mhm.
Like, he knows that's his sister or cousin, and now he has to kill her.
Do you think that? Do you like Kylo Ren's theme music?
What? Look at him.
Well, I think that has a lot to do with it because
I
if
remember
you
that.
if you listen to it, it's and I think I
It's
have
in the
it
key
here.
of G. Okay.
Let me see if I.
It's the
The key of awesome.
Yeah. Key of power, dude.
Okay, here it is.
Stop the blaster.
So it is kind of
Downplaying.
whiny, kind of down.
You know
what I mean? No,
You're the serious.
no, I am being serious.
Kind of sounds like a dude.
No, but I'm being totally serious, right? Because
I think it's him.
music. Tell me if I'm wrong, Tim, because I know music. You're very passionate about music. Plays such a big role in characters or the tone of the movie.
Yeah, the mood.
You know what I mean?
setting.
The movie.
Like
the
when Darth
movie,
Vader
there you
walks
go.
on set.
It
Like
does play a big role.
Chilling.
it's deep.
Let me
dark
tell you
music.
why. Because I was yesterday or the day before, I was watching that movie. What's that movie with Nicolas Cage, a bunch of prisoners on a plane, and
Slaves on a
John
plane.
Cusack trying to stop it, or
Yeah.
people. What's
Oh,
it?
Con
Air.
Con Air.
Mhm.
Okay, there's lots of scenes where like the music was like intense
Mhm.
while Nicolas Cage was like talking to certain people,
Mhm.
and I was to myself. I was like, okay, cut off the music. Let me just hear the scene by itself.
Yeah.
And he just sounded terrible. Like, it sounded awful. Like, to me,
I think
like,
it's just a shitty actor.
there was no,
probably.
it was just like shitty acting. But then I thought to myself, this movie's so great, and I'm like, it's because of the music.
The music.
It's because of
It's
what they
the
put behind
ambiance.
it.
It's the type of like when you're writing a paper too. Like you have to give the feel of a character.
Mhm.
You have
Yeah.
to set a tone. You have to have a voice. Like everybody knew Darth Vader was a badass whenever he walked out, and like the smoke hits the ground, the music's playing, the red like lightsaber.
And that's why I'm saying I think the tone and the mood set by the music,
He's an apprentice.
his music, it is kind of like,
like,
you know. So I mean, maybe people, maybe well, yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe that's what they were going for at the time. Because I mean, would you rather have them play him coming out?
I would fucking die, dude. Dude, just think of like opening scene, dude. He stops the blast and just cuts somebody's head off. Oh man.
It's like a Deadpool.
Yay!
I'd shit my pants. I love that shit.
Oh my god! But you know, I mean, music does have a lot to.
I understand where you're coming from with that. Like having like the trumpets and everything very like high compared to like when we see like Sith Lord or Sith something. It's just because I feel like the crowd is not knowing about Kylo, whether he's light, whether he's dark, whether he's committed. Like there's so many conflicting things with him though. Like he has to kill his dad. Kill your dad.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Look him in the eyes and then activate a lightsaber through his chest.
No, maybe he did it.
Yeah. What?
Huh?
What? You can do that.
No, maybe Han did it.
Yeah, I thought about that. I thought about no. Or
Han
maybe
did
he's
not
like,
do
man,
it.
I'm such a bad dad. Like, let me just let me take this one, and I don't have to get any other repercussions from the audience. I think it's just because he's an older actor.
Since you brought it up,
Hmm.
do you think he did it
I
in your heart?
I
Like
wouldn't
in
hear
your-
the
I-
flavor.
in my
I
heart-
really,
Yeah.
I mean, you think Kylo did it? Is that what you're saying?
think
I'm-
Han
no, she's
did
saying
it.
Han
did it.
I
She's
think
saying-
Han did it. No, come on.
There's clearly enough evidence.
I mean, y'all work through that
He's not a good force
because
user.
I mean,
unless Han was a Force user, like, there's no way he did it himself.
He's not a force user. He's using a lightsaber. He's a stupid clone.
tell us why you think that. I mean, I want you to.
Because I mean, like their conversation leading up to it, it was like, okay, I
Can you
understand.
help me?
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
he's
much.
trying to
And he was
take
like,
the
yeah, I got you, buddy.
No, no.
Not like-
I feel like he was like, wait, no.
I think I've done enough research to where I had to. I looked at screenshots or even like up close of slowing down the scenes of where the saber was activated. He was nowhere near a trigger.
Fine.
Nowhere.
Whatever.
No.
What if he
Yeah.
became force sensitive
That was
in that
all
one
Kylo.
moment, and he just like,
At that very moment.
Do you think
Just
maybe?
in my mind.
Do you
Hold
think,
on.
do you think that's
Got
why
something here.
Han touched his face before he fell to his death? Because he was like, "Well, I love you, and I still understand why you had to do this." Because
That's deep, man.
if Kylo Ren was the one that activated the lightsaber,
Uh-huh.
and Han Solo didn't want that to
Yeah.
happen, I'm sure he would have tried to push him at least.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Away.
Maybe he accepted his fate due to like knowing the path that he's walking down. You can't change the mind of like a small. Like how old is he? Like 19? Kylo Ren, 19, 20?
Yeah, 1920.
The actor's
No.
like 43, but like
He can't be, because if your theory about him being 9-10 years older than
I don't think he's like 9 or 10.
then
I
she
think he's
would
like,
be like 10 in the movie. So then he's got to be like 28, 29,
oh yeah, that's still man. It's very old for a Sith.
or 26. at
Maybe he
best.
realized his power isn't going to be that good on the light side, so that's why he went to the dark side, so he can get more power faster.
Well, that's why they usually go to the dark side.
That's why Yoda didn't go to the dark side because he had so many years to hone in like the light side.
Yeah.
Anywho,
What if?
so
Kylo made a man decision at that moment.
no, I feel like he was.
It's like,
I feel like he didn't decide
my-
that. I
He
feel
decided
like,
his career path at that moment.
I felt like that decision was like when Anakin choked out his wife. Like it was just all in the moment, and like he had to do it. It's just like Anakin never meant to do it. He like regretted it his whole life. So I feel like Ben Solo is just gonna have a bunch of issues with like nightmares about his dad, because I don't think Kylo Ren can handle the dark side. I feel like he has too much of a heart. Like he doesn't really have an issue with killing people he doesn't know, but like
he has goals.
everybody has goals.
Like Darth Vader, he's got to reach it first. I think.
And I think that's what's going to consume him
is the constant wanting to be better.
Mhm.
I mean, the only way he's going to get better is through Snoke, and Snoke looks like he refuses to teach him. He only taught him half. He only gave his apprentice half. Now, we've seen that with Sidious and Darth Vader, where Sidious withheld a lot of information and sent him off to a lot of places to die to go get a new. So Sidious could get a new apprentice.
What if on our new movie,
No.
right, Last Jedi, we see books.
Okay.
What if they're on Act 2, Kylo Ren goes there, whatever happens with Luke and Rey, I don't know. Kylo Ren gets his hands on those books and no longer needs Snoke and goes back and kills Snoke at the end of the movie
What if
because
it's
he
a-
don't need him no more.
What if it's a holocron? What if it's the Sith holocron? That is, well, I can't remember if it's canon or not. There's a holocron that has like all the information from the
Well,
beginning of time.
Through Rebels, there's several holocrons. So
The one that
The-
Sidious held.
yeah, there's
Like a Horcrux from
Harry Potter.
Mhm.
No, Spaghetti-O.
All parts of Snoke, and he needs
No.
it.
So the holocron, what it does is the one that passed down from Sidious to Darth Vader and died with Darth Vader, surprisingly. When you activate it, first you have to be Sith, and you have to only want to like rule yourself. So it opens up, and it's all about yourself. You can't build an empire of Sith. It's only for you. And typically, having an apprentice is okay, but you just use them for dirty work. You get to see all the Sith Lords before that held it. They legitimately, it's like a Force ghost.
Mm.
So there's like Revan that's there. There's Plagueis, Sidious. Man, I forget his name. They get really complex the farther you go down. But anyway, that has all the information to become like super stupidly powerful. Because like Revan was really good with like lightsabers. Sidious was really good with like.
Revan is no longer canon either.
Because Kylo Ren's gonna be Revan, dude. He's gonna come back to the light side. He's gonna have a purple lightsaber.
I mean, maybe
They give him that Revan look too.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
the
did.
mask and everything. Yeah.
So
Revan is. Do y'all know who Revan is? Darth Revan. He's one of the original like Sith lords and stuff, and very powerful. He used to be a Jedi. He wields a purple and red lightsaber. So
oh man, I'm sorry. I keep coming up with all these things. So you know the staff that Darth Maul has?
yes.
So we are theorizing that Rey is going to have something similar to it.
Mm-hmm.
That staff is almost forbidden in Jedi, like temples or Jedi practice, due to like it's only aggressive style of combat.
hmm
Due to only having two sides, you can't really block effectively,
Yeah.
and it's meant for just somebody who's has a lot of
Attack.
bloodlust.
Yeah.
So when we see Rey fight,
Yeah.
she zones out. She's not like this innocent girl. Excuse me. She is like, I remember when Micah was like, "Oh, she did the overhead thing." Like,
Yeah.
oh, she's Sidious.
Showing her
No. She just has a lot of rage built up and not a lot of practice. So whenever you fight without practice or discipline from like the Jedi Order or the Sith Order, you just fight out of rage because somebody did you wrong,
Mhm.
and so you want to kill them.
You want revenge?
Yeah, so she fights with anger. And then, man, how do y'all feel about like just that in general? If she has a staff, like that's against Jedi code, but then again, she's gray.
Well, she's going to be trained by Luke, supposedly, and Luke says it's time for the Jedi to end. Who even knows what that means?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Time to use all the Force.
But
Micah wants to
Dark.
kill me.
Maybe he challenges her to use the dark but suppress it. Like, I mean,
You
He
can
needs
use
her-
the dark.
yeah.
Look at Mace Windu,
like,
his fighting style.
And he's
It's
got all the
dark.
books,
There was a when I was
and then her
looking at
lightsaber
Snoke
turns purple.
back. There was this like state of mind that Mace Windu fights with, and I can't remember the name right now, so I'm gonna Google it.
Is
But
it
he, like-
Jadem So?
What?
The fighting style or the
No, like a state of mind.
The
Hang on.
Oh, okay.
It's
Like
starts
a
with like a
wing
P
theory?
or
It's like he
something.
fights-
That's World of Warcraft.
Like he
That's
fights-
nerdiest.
Like some of his fighting style, like how he fights.
No, like
What
he's
if-
at mentally while
mentally.
he's fighting. Like he's using light and dark side
Oh,
while fighting. I can't remember.
And
what it's
while
called.
you fact find, Sarah,
Yeah.
I wanted to go real quick.
Micah says that he'll find you and he'll kill you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
appreciate
there you go.
that.
Got a little- she's not. And her British
Oh.
accent is due to like, well, man, I can't really chalk that up. But
Vapad.
Vapad,
Vapad.
Vapad, Vape Niche.
Hang on. Sorry.
Okay. Well, while you fact find, Sarah, I was gonna see if Jacob, if you wouldn't mind ranking the movies for us.
Oh yeah.
We always have
crap,
our
dude.
Yes.
Episode 3 is number 1.
well, we're gonna go
Yeah.
we're gonna go from episode 1 all the way to episode 7.
Oh, so 1 out of 10?
Yeah, no, yeah, well,
1 out of 100.
well,
1 out
yeah.
of
You
100.
wanna while I get this ready, you wanna explain to him exactly how we rank.
Yeah, hit me.
Yes. So
Hit me with
yeah, we rank the movies 1 through 100 the ratings. So
Okay.
Her is gonna be broken. I can
we're
tell.
gonna go through the movies
From Micah.
starting from episode 1. Do we include Rogue One in there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we have Rogue One in there too as well.
I-
1 through 7
Very indifferent about that movie.
with Rogue One. And we're gonna go in order.
Okay.
So just give us a score. So what you think? Score the rating. You know what you thought of the movie.
I'm going to piss a lot of people off.
And that's okay because that's your honest opinion. But what I do ask is that we go one movie at a time. Tim's gonna tell you which episode.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be tallying on the computer,
Okay.
and then Tim will tell you when we're gonna go to the next one. So
Jump right into it.
yeah, let's jump
All
right
right.
into
Okay. So
it. Ranking of the movies.
okay, Phantom Menace, episode 1.
That's like a 95. That brought in like pod racing, and like we get to see young Annie, we get to see Shmi, we get to see Qui-Gon Jinn, arguably one of the best Jedi in like the whole series. We get to see young Obi-Wan and how like reckless he was as like a young one. Like he become like we see Obi-Wan in like episode 4, and he's like so structured. But like episode 1, like you get to see who his master was, and you get to see him like adapt to his master. And when his master falls, you get to see him become more.
So you want to hear the council scores?
Yeah. That
Tim gave it a 70.
an asshole.
Micah gave it an 81.
That's my boy.
I gave it a 79.
Okay, that's better.
Izzy gave it a 45. And
Doesn't like
Sarah gave it. Where is it? A 60. So.
Even with Qui-Gon, dude?
I love Qui-Gon.
Yeah, dude. Bump it up.
So for our guests, you're at an average. They're at an average of 92.78.
I'm a
No.
Wait,
70.88.
did Chewbacca have a Christmas special?
Am
Am I missing something here?
Chewbacca? There was
I think
The
a
they-
Christmas
making that-
special that came out like
there
in the
was a
90s?
yeah,
Making it up?
there was a Star Wars Christmas special, but that was a long time ago, man.
Yeah. That one I heard was really rough and like.
There were Ewok movies.
You're not
and
talking about
apparently
the
they were
Ewoks?
really bad.
They were bad. I
They were-
remember
apparently
seeing
they were
them.
awful.
Yeah, they were real bad.
They're great.
No,
They're great. I love dogs.
that boy.
So yeah, episode 195.
Rated 98 Rotten Tomatoes.
What is?
It's not-
So
It's like,
Izzy,
no
he,
way.
he gave Phantom Menace a 95.
You have to run back the video to hear my explanation. You don't like pod races? You don't like Shmi?
Mm-mm.
Anakin's mother, who was like, he's the bastard son of the Force?
All right, let's move on to the next one.
Oh,
You
so-
mentioned Jar Jar once.
Whoa, he's a Sith Lord and you don't respect my decision. What's up, Micah?
Original Sith Lord.
I'm on your show talking about Sith Lord Jar Jar. My address is Tim. Tell me your address. I'm just kidding.
You know, if
I love you, Micah, just for the record.
I don't have Jar Jar's music on here, but I wonder if
Oh
they
my
would have
God.
had different music for Jar Jar.
It's like
If that would have made a
difference.
difference.
Oh man.
like something like this.
Yeah, it would have.
Back is back goes a master drop. Guess who's sitting
No. All
Is it because he walks like that?
I'm trying to justify.
Yeah, just
I can't.
no, this is done.
All right, so yeah, Attack of the Clones.
Episode 2.
Mhm.
Is that where he? I can't remember if it's episode 2 or 3. Forgive my like blurriness. Is that where he kills all those? Man, they're called Sand People. Like that race. Is that where like Shmi gets tortured and?
Mhm.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I really don't like episode 2, but I love that scene. Jesus Christ! You get to see like his first like dark
yeah,
side.
we get to the
influence.
angry.
He's like, I killed
see it in
all of
his
them. He's like, I
eyes,
killed
yeah.
all of them, not just the men,
He's
but the
like-
women,
he's like
the
happy
children.
about it.
Yeah, and he's like, I killed them like dogs. And I was like, yes. Do it again.
Maybe they should have just had that as a movie.
Dude,
and
that would have
then
been.
it's done.
Oh man, if they would have put that out in like the trailer, I'd be like, that's the movie. Man, that one gets.
Yeah. Went against the Jedi Order.
Should I respect the fact? So, do I bring in acting as a thing, or do I just respect the fact of what they're bringing
It's
into the
totally
movie?
up to
Whatever
you.
that you feel.
And remember, you're not comparing these movies to any other movies.
So just
It's
based
just
on itself. So I'm a big story person. I don't really care about what the characters do upon each other. I just like what they do when they impact and certain influence that they say, like voice inflections and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So I'm really into the fact that they brought in Anakin's wife, who I always misplace her name, Padme. Like she was a big influence on him. You get to see him like start to defy the order of the Jedi after killing all those people. Him wanting to be with her,
Mhm.
and like the bad acting alone, like it was kind of a really slow episode.
Mhm.
But I'll give it, man. I don't want to give it a low rating because I know y'all guys like destroyed it.
True.
I'll give it like give it a 70. It passes.
7.
It's a C.
All right.
Would watch again for one scene.
Well, for the council, Tim gave it a 64.
Yeah, Nintendo 64.
Micah gave it a 75.
Yes.
I gave it a 70 as well.
Thank you.
Izzy gave it a 25.
I feel like you're more emotional based on your decisions. Like this one sucked. What is my time? BS. I already know what happened.
And Sarah gave it a 75.
How do you judge yours? Did you judge yours? Since we have the same score, I'm just a little curious. Did you go in on like the character base, or did you like?
I went on it because it had some good moments. I really loved towards the end, especially where there was like the actual war scene.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like some of those clone troopers would like get on top of the droids, the war droids, and they're just like just shooting the top of it. You know what I mean? And it blew up. And then they just, jump off and go to the next, interaction that they had. I really liked that. I wanted to see more of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it had its good moments. You know what I mean? I thought
So
like,
close to the mic.
He probably just like killed the whole audio. Lewis is like, "Hey man, what's going on?" Tim's like, "Fat." He's like, "Your opinion means little when I'm hungry."
but I thought it was passable.
Yeah, that's what
You
I
know
said.
what I
I said
mean?
it's a C.
Because of those things.
It's not their best, but it's not their compared to the others. But
Put
we're
it in
doing
there.
episode 3,
Yes.
200. 200. That's my favorite episode, man. Like,
Oh,
you get
good
to
one, right?
It's so good, so good.
What do you give it?
Thank you.
100.
100?
That was the best movie.
Do you guys want some?
It has the world. I'm good. It has the world record longest like fight scene, like in between Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Mm.
Like I think it was dope. You can see Anakin when he kills all the younglings and he starts killing everybody. He gets the Sith eyes and he just best Darth Vader ever. Before
Not the longest fight scene was the first movie
with Darth Maul.
with Maul.
I think the third one got the record, but I don't know. I might be wrong. We both might be
I
wrong.
had to go back and look at
Could be a Pirates of the Caribbean movie for all we know.
We need a fact finder.
it. There's actually a movie called
Longest fight ever.
dude, it's 13th Samurai, I think that's what it's called.
Oh man.
I don't know if you've seen it, but like
No,
it's like
okay.
an hour and a half long.
That's
It takes
crazy.
forever.
Are they just like spewing out
I loved
plot
it
while
though.
they're
I love
fighting?
that movie.
He was like, "You killed
It's
him."
it's good, man. If
Really?
you like to watch movies that are not made in America, like that's a good movie.
My favorite one was like not made in America. Sorry to get off the cuff, but is Unblock the TIE Warrior. It was made like in the early 2000s, rated R. My brother let me watch it whenever I was like 5.
What is it?
Anbak the Tie Warrior.
Oh,
the,
Anbak.
the
Yeah.
original. Holy crap, dude!
That was good.
That was like my favorite. Like,
I was like,
We
whoa.
both did that too.
But
Well, for the council, Sarah gave it a 90.
yeah.
And
Best one.
let's
Mhm.
see.
so many
Well,
good moments.
New Hope. But
Tim gave it an 82.
Weak.
Micah gave it an 81.
Okay.
I gave it an 85. And Izzy gave it an 85 as well.
Oh yeah, you might be right, Michael. I think it is 7 Samurai. But there's a 13 Samurai too. It's good.
Is that what Tom Cruise? Never mind.
Too short.
All right, so which one's next?
New Hope.
Mhm. No.
I'm sorry.
In between, right?
Oh,
Rogue
Rogue One. Man, I'm really conflicted. I had a lot of characters I liked, but I knew as soon as I started to like them, they were all gonna die. Because like, if you've ever seen like, I don't know, the first movie you ever made, like episode 4, she got the plans. Like, do you know how many people died to get these plans? So like,
Yeah.
then whenever
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
announced that it's like, we need the plans for the Death Star, I was like, everybody around here is dead. I was like, oh man, I've never seen these characters before. I wonder why not. It's like, oh man, that's a really cool guy.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All these stormtroopers.
None
are
of
really
the names
cool.
were ever mentioned in A New Hope.
No.
Aw.
Where are the cool stormtroopers they brought out in like Rogue One that never made into New Hope? Like the cool like
Death
scouts. Yeah, like the Death Troopers. They're super dope.
I guess they figured,
They can't go back 20 years
yeah.
or 40 years.
I always thought that the scientist died on Scarif who made those. What were those black troopers called? Those tall ones? The Death Troopers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought maybe they're like zombie-like.
I thought they were Mandalorian
I don't know.
because like Mandalorians are best at killing Jedi. So
Mhm.
the Death Troopers were typically made for like they're like the
That
SWAT
could be.
team.
Yeah,
Basically.
maybe they were just brainwashed or something.
Yeah. Or they just took over the Mandalorian race and demanded everything.
So, what's your score?
So torn. I'm a big Jedi lover, man. I love like Jedi's Force abilities, stuff that I can't do. All of that was stuff that I could do. I really liked K2SO. He's dead. Sad. Spoilers. Anyway. I don't know. I'll give it a 65.
A 65?
It's low, but like
That's really low.
I just can't wrap my head around the fact that I look at all these characters and they're so cool and they just wasted them. They made a movie about where all the characters die and they made me like all the characters. I mean, that's what they're supposed to do, but fuck you.
At any moment during the film, did you feel like falling asleep?
No. When the wait.
I had to bring it up.
It's treason, then.
I thought there was like a lot of cool moments. It's just like the whole time I was like, I've never seen these characters in any of the movies. These are all gonna die. So I wasn't trying to get too attached, but like the blind force sensitive, I forget his name.
Chit and Wade.
Yeah, those two were amazing. Like,
Yeah.
those guys stole the show. The pilot was cool when he's losing his mind and stuff. It's like that thing that took all his memories and spun him around.
Here
Oh,
we go.
yeah.
Here's Chirrut.
The Force is with me, and I am with the Force. And I fear nothing, for all
Listen
is
to the music.
as the Force wills it.
Yes.
Do you like it?
What do you think the music reminded you of? An old Chinese film. It did. Like it's very. That's what like a lot of like Jedi stuff is. Jedi are based off of monks. That's why they're not allowed to reproduce. That's why they're like very strict, no emotion. But that's why I'm a big fan of like
And
Chinese
Sith are based off of samurais.
samurais.
It's going based off of Vader, actually.
Samurai, like yeah, it's like the Sith is more
Vader is
samurai.
samurai.
Yeah,
Well, if you take off Vader's cape,
can't
he kind of looks like a samurai.
take the swag off. Take the cape off, man. No cape.
So, which movie did Vader come out in without his cape?
What?
Huh?
Shiitakes. Here we go. Told you bad at this. At the end of episode 3.
No.
Shittiest scene ever. They did like a Sopranos at the end of it. I was just like, why, dude?
Oh.
Where's my wife? Where you killed her?
Which one is the last one?
Interesting.
Have y'all seen his other suit? That's not canon anymore because they like to kill all my dreams.
Return of the Jedi.
We'll just start listing them off.
I know. You'll
It's Revenge of the
eventually
Sith,
get
man.
it.
Duh.
All right, moving on.
Actually, it was episode 1.
Is that how you say
He didn't have
Phantom
kids.
There's no way.
Anyway, episode 4. I liked it.
Uh,
That was cool.
wait, was there one more thing about Rogue One? I was gonna say.
Chop-
Okay, moving on.
Chopper.
No. Well, okay, yeah, next one.
Maybe we can have Micah spell chopper.
Don't make me destroy you.
C1 dash
Oh man, I feel bad. about
10
Rogue
P.
I forgot about Darth Vader. He only had like 3 scenes, but he made the movie. Anyway, sorry, I should have rated higher just for Darth Vader, but you know what? That's pandering. So episode 4, I really liked it. It's the start of the why we're here. Like that's why we're here. It's episode 4. Yeah. No, I'll give it to him. We'll get a 90.
Oh, there you go.
Nothing's perfect. The CGI for that time, holy crap,
Yeah,
dude. Like it still holds up. Like everybody's like, oh man, episode 4 and episode 3, like episode 4 came after 3. I was like, no, you're an idiot. The CGI can hold up to that. Like they don't really look that far.
Death Star.
Yeah,
Mind blowing.
where it like curves because gravity.
Death Star was so big.
Yeah, it only has gravity like right there.
Yeah. that point.
Very dense center. Anyway, episode 5. I'm kind of hazy on it, to be honest.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Dude, I'm a big prequel fan.
Yeah.
Read them on a loop.
Well, from what you do remember,
Spark notes me real quick,
I mean,
just for funsies.
right?
I am your father.
Happened in episode 3.
What I like-
or The Empire Strikes Back.
I like now when they introduce like Sky City and stuff like that, and how Vader does his approach of letting people come to him after the years of going on and slaughtering people, and he's not particularly tired. He just aged well and like became smarter. He's very limited in his suit, so instead of going out like, "Where's your master? I'm gonna kill him," blah. He brings them to him. He brought Luke to him. He's not gonna go out and find Luke. No, too much time, too much effort. He's going to bring Luke to him to where he can manipulate the situation. He knows Sky City. He knows where to go. He knows how to path around. And some of the... tangent. Anyway, in some of the comics, whenever Darth Vader finally comes back after Order 66 and wants to kill the librarian, I forget her name.
I don't remember her name either.
But he was ordered not to kill her. But what he did was... he knew that she was going back there, so he got familiar with the situation and started stalking her to see if she's going to unlock some new holocrons for him to destroy, so the new Jedi Order can't come around. But as he like developed into his suit, and after he like had some experience, because before that he had to go craft his own lightsaber, and I don't know if you ever like saw the comic to where he made the crystal bleed. Like he has to summon all of his like power to just force down and cause like this huge light beam and like force the crystal to bend to his will.
We kind of talked about that. We touched base a little bit on
It's
that. Yeah.
nuts, man. I thought they were going to be like, oh, man, just touch his lightsaber and it bleeds red. No, it's like a very forceful, like, insane bending of the Force. It shows how the Force doesn't want to be manipulated. But
That's because,
You don't know the power of the dark side.
right? Because, I mean, that's
to know the power of the dark side, you have to be within it.
consumes you.
I was born. You are merely a traveler.
Well, the last original of the trilogy is what's in?
Return of the Jedi.
Oh, I didn't rate the second one.
Oh, yeah, you didn't.
I'll give it an 85.
Oh, yeah.
Did you rate it?
85.
He did it. He did it.
No, you're
Yeah.
right.
He missed it.
I gave it a 90. They were, what, episode 4? Is that right?
Episode
Yeah.
490. This
Yeah.
one 85 for Empire.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's cool. I'm not a big Luke fan. But what I liked about it is like, if you look into, I'm a big behind the scenes guy too. The ending was different for all the characters on the screen. And at the last minute, they shot the "I am your father" scene.
Mm-hmm.
He was supposed to say "I killed your father,"
Yeah.
and then to not leak anything out, they finally switched it like right before they released the movie,
Mm-hmm.
which is something I feel like they're lacking in producing now with the new trilogy. Like we're starting to see like, oh, we saw Kylo Ren on a plane going to this place where they shot the Jedi Temple where Luke was.
With social
that
media.
means Kylo Ren's there. It's also happening with Game of Thrones. Those
Well, yeah,
bastards.
I think they're getting smarter about it because Game of Thrones is doing that.
But as we're
Where
getting smarter, they should
They're
start.
recording, I think, like 5 or 6 different endings, something like that in Game of Thrones. So we're not gonna know. Like whatever leaks, it's probably not gonna be it.
They're gonna record all those, and then they're gonna record something secret that we don't even know.
Whichever comes out the most secret, they're probably gonna end up putting out. Like that's the ending.
What if it's the shittiest one?
But sucks.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see the best ending.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
So Return of the Jedi, you got Jabba the Hutt that came out now. Last of the original trilogy.
Is it with
I give
Anakin at
extra
the end?
points for Leia.
Is it Anakin at the end or before Anakin?
Anakin's
There's a lot of points when he comes in.
Force Ghost.
Yeah, Force Ghost Anakin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's a 95. I don't like whoa, we'll drop down to 90. I don't like Ewoks. They're annoying.
Oh my god.
They're so annoying.
Care Bears, vicious ones.
Yeah, I don't like Care Bears either. Go to hell.
And we come.
Bunch of gummy bears walking around.
Shoot blood out there.
So we're gonna jump about 30 years from Return of the Jedi.
Episode 7. I've
The
watched it
Force
5
Awakens.
times. 5 or 6 times. Every time I come home, my girlfriend Yasmin is just like just watching episode 7. She loves episode 7. Episode 7 got her into all the other episodes. So like we went and watched episode. She was never a Star Wars fan. I was very avid about going to see episode 7, and honestly, like it revived me too to refresh and go back and like constantly dig and like look at files and look at all this. Which is super good. Like episode 7 did so much for like the Star Wars franchise. It's so new. The CGI is good. The acting is good. The concepts are crazy. Kylo Ren's amazing, and like it's such a fresh take on it because I feel like the prequels, it was a fresh take at the time, but they messed up on a lot of things, and I feel episode 7 like capitalized on their mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
Like Lore Santeca says,
Yeah.
this will begin to make things right.
Yeah, it started so much. Like
Never
we're
looked
episode
like it
7,
was-
like this, like we're constantly diving into things. Like we're looking at spoilers for this next movie that's not even coming out till December, but we're chomping at the bit.
I
to
feel
know,
like they
what's
were
going
making
on.
things right in Force Awakens, but this next one I feel weird about. Like,
Oh wait, who do you think awoke him like from the Force? Is it Rey?
for the title of the movie, who was it that The
Who-
Force Awakens?
Yeah,
Snoke.
yeah.
I don't know.
But Snoke was already awake. by the way.
TBD.
I know.
Well, I
yeah,
mean, like,
TBD.
The how do I say it? Raise the catalyst for him to be awoken to.
Nobody knows about Snoke though. They think Kylo Ren runs the Order. It's kind of like how they always do. They always show the apprentice,
It's like
but the
Wizard of
master's
Oz.
up here with the puppet hands.
Don't look behind the
I thought Leia and Han.
I think that's an abusive relationship. Like not really abusive,
She
but like
probably
just
does beat him,
it's
right?
Yeah, it's very negative. Like he's constantly like he's the guy's like, oh, I'm gonna be back and go grab some smokes, and it's like that was 18 years ago, dude. Like, that's why Kylo Ren like fucking hates his dad. It's because Han.
It was like 20 parsecs away. I mean, what do you expect?
It's just like Han was never ready to be a father. I believe. I don't think he's ever going to be a father figure. He's always Han Solo. Like he's the rebel. He's who he is. Yeah, he's Solo.
Mhm.
Ben Solo. Princess Leia. Solo? No.
Yeah.
No.
Got it. Solo?
Never heard that.
Hyphen?
Oh, dude, what if they hyphened it? Solo Skywalker. I'm a solo walker.
Solo Walker. Well, that's quite a possibility.
More Sky Solo.
Michael likes the reincarnation theory.
I like that one too.
I
Of
think
the
it's
first,
kind of...
Kylo Ren being
Users.
reincarnation of Darth Vader.
No.
No,
Rey.
No,
Rey
this-
being the
Rey.
incarnation of the first Force user.
Who's the
Yeah,
first Force user?
we don't
Yeah.
know.
Micah, tune in.
He just joined.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
cool.
we technically
Micah,
don't
who's the
know.
first Force user? Why do you believe that's Rey?
I don't know if he's still watching.
He's
He said he joined again.
Okay,
He's
cool.
like, I heard y'all talking about me.
Micah,
I felt
Well, I
it
think,
in the force.
I'm waiting.
Michael, who's the first Force user?
I already
we
asked
wouldn't
him.
we wouldn't know their name, right?
But
He said it was a boy and a girl.
yeah, it's supposed to be
Adam and Eve.
Well, Micah,
Yeah,
if you have a
pretty
chance,
much.
you can call my phone and we'll put you on.
Wait. Who said my name? I'm so famous.
It was Gus.
Oh, Gus?
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Hello.
He's probably gone.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I mean, that's a cool concept. You know what I mean? Because they're going to be talking about. You got the forest trees and stuff like that on there too. The forest tree.
yeah, forest tree. That's
We talked about
yeah.
that.
I'm
Why don't you
excited
talk a little bit about that?
What? Tell me about it.
What?
Sounds
Like,
sounds
about the forest
lame.
tree. They were
Sounds
talking about the
lame.
forest
We go to a tree.
Yes.
Look to the tree.
Look to the tree for the future.
Unfortunately, Micah's not on right now, but like we were talking about, like
Here,
as far as
spirit.
like reincarnation goes,
Yeah.
the forest tree is kind of like the beginning of the
Like
forest.
the family tree. I'm thinking of a physical
No, a
tree.
physical tree.
It is a physical tree.
So the things that fall turn into
So we get there was in the movie. I'm sorry, I'm like fumbling here.
You're good. Tim?
Sorry.
because you're looking at my eye.
Oh, yeah.
Little peeks behind the scenes.
From
If you don't
From
have
what
Patreon, you can see behind the scenes.
from what I remember, right, Sam?
Spicy.
This tree is kind of like gave off force powers,
Mhm.
and these two children absorbed them.
Right.
Is
One
that
was
right?
Sith, one was light. One was smart, one was
Basically,
dumb.
like you know how Rey grabs a lightsaber and then she sees like everything with the force, right?
It's because she's related to.
Well, these
Hell-
kid-
no, the lightsaber chose her.
Non-canon, the first force users, these two kids, they touched the tree and the tree allowed the force to go into them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's how that's how it all started.
What visions did they have? Jim?
I don't know.
Does the tree move? Does the tree walk?
Is it? Never mind.
What?
Is it like the tree?
What? What?
You're good.
You're good.
What?
Let's all draw
Okay.
attention to it so everybody knows.
I
know.
So
Let's make it a secret. No, let's tell everybody.
So, well, the
Okay.
tree, I mean,
Oh.
seems like very powerful, and I mean, I don't think
the tree is there at Octu with Luke. We see it in the screenshots.
So Octu is believed to have the first Jedi temple, which I can believe ish. I don't think Luke found the original Jedi temple. I believe the original Jedi temple was reserved for people who reached like Grandmaster like Yoda, but Yoda never shared anything because Yoda died.
Yeah.
Maybe he told it to Luke. He's like,
It's like a mini temple.
Well, the last we see is Yoda as a Force ghost, so he was still able to communicate with Luke.
do you really think? Well, like they don't really know now. Man,
Yoda being
this gets
over
into my-
900 years old.
This really gets into like the Force being awoken. So at the end of that episode where he's talking to the Force ghost and he's talking to Anakin, if only I could. But the Force awakening would be Snoke. So maybe they were telling him, hey, you need to go into exile. You need to find this original Jedi temple. You need to read the holocrons. You need to become stronger. Or like the Jedi are going to die. Because your nephew is an asshole.
You know, now that you asked that question, you know, who the Force awoken. I mean, maybe it was multiple people and not just a singular person. Because I think, you know, maybe the Force awoken in Leia, in Rey, in Kylo, in Snoke, and once they found Luke, the Force was awakened within himself as well.
As a realization.
Yeah,
We gotta think he can see in the future,
yeah,
just like Anakin.
yeah.
They're very strong in the Force, and it's forbidden. But I feel like Luke has gone off the beaten path. I feel like since times have changed, the Jedi Order have changed.
Mhm.
He's going back to the old holocrons to deal with an ancient.
I'm hoping there's holocrons, but I don't know if there's going to be.
Let's do it, man. They're super cool.
I keep all we've seen is like those books. You know what I mean? Like physical books,
yeah, like
not
Darth
like
Bane and
you
stuff
know,
like that.
like crystal pyramids or anything like that.
Well, Sith are pyramids and Jedi are cubes.
Mhm. But I haven't seen any clues to that. Have you, Tim?
Mm.
In any of
They
your...
need to bust it out, man. That's gonna be dope. Because
I don't know.
holocrons are like really, really important if they want to do anything correct. It's just they've done it in the comics. They've made note at the comics that are now canon that there are
They might.
holocrons.
Ezra might have one
Yeah.
if he's in the movie.
Ezreal? Isn't that new book with Ezreal where he has like the holocron of some Sith? I can't remember. Tico at work was reading it, and I took a little snippet, and he had Darth Vader's lightsaber. He had some lightsaber of some significance. I can't remember whose it was. He had a holocron. And that's it.
Maybe that's where Maz Kanata got her stuff.
Dude, Maz. Wow.
Maybe, yeah. It's probably...
Let's talk about Maz.
Wait, no,
dude.
Luke's.
she got Luke's the saber from some mercenaries, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd they get it?
She paid them, and then they went and found it.
Oh, cool.
So let me ask you,
Remember Spaceballs?
very important question. What's your score for The Force Awakens?
100.
100?
It started.
I think
man.
that was my highest too. It was like a 98 or something.
What about episode 3?
Well, you changed the scores for the guests, the rankings.
Maybe. Oh,
Yeah.
so now
Yeah,
I
like
get
an
I
average
get to compare
score.
to other guests.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
So,
See who's
well-
the smartest.
Phantom Menace stayed the same at a total score for guests at a 73.5.
That's wrong.
And then Attack of the Clones, total score for guests, 76.5. Then it was The Force Awakens at
Wait, who liked episode 2?
Someone scored really high.
I want names.
For The Force Awakens was next at an 85.1.
Okay.
Then Revenge of the Sith was an 85.8 average. And then it was A New Hope next, but that one flip-flopped with Rogue One.
Mhm.
So Rogue One got an 88.4. A New Hope got 88.6.
Yeah.
Then Empire Strikes Back got 91.2. And Return of the Jedi at a 92.2.
Yours is just Darth Vader. Just so, what I hate about Darth Vader, to be honest, is that he is so limited. You see him as Anakin. You see him as this crazy, powerful, like, stud. Like, he's badass.
He's a stud
dude.
muffin.
Yeah, stud muffin. But losing his legs,
I wanted this figure. My wife bought this for me for Valentine's
that's awesome.
several years ago. I mean, several
Hashtag
years
relationship
ago.
goals.
I wanted it to be accurate, so if you look behind the cape, there's a colostomy bag there. No, I'm just
Oh
kidding.
my God.
Wait, as you said philosophy, I was like,
I really-
come on.
I was looking at it.
I was like, what?
Bonnie, you said
I was
everybody
like,
has
no.
a bag.
I wanted it to be screen accurate. Oh my goodness. Tim was totally buying into it.
Yeah, I was 100%.
I think we
I
all
was like,
were.
oh shit, like,
I think
what
we
are
all
we
were.
doing?
I was sitting here the whole time staring
I
at
was like,
Oh my goodness. Well, we appreciate you ranking the movies for us. You changed some of the ranks for the scores and the way they rank all together. So we appreciate you doing that, Jacob. Really great content so far. We appreciate your input and your thoughts and all that. I don't know if y'all want to play our game. Yeah.
Oh, the game
What was it
sucked
called?
at.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
The Game
Who said that?
Yeah. Can you do me a big favor? I left the papers over
Oh,
there.
okay.
Thanks.
Open
So,
Micah's box.
what's that?
You can open Micah's box.
I'm not gonna open Micah's box.
Pandora.
Do you want to open his box, Tim?
What's it?
What is? I didn't see that box.
I didn't see that
It's a
box.
big box.
Not allowed to see it now.
All right, so we're gonna play a game called Who Said That? Oh, you know what? I need that other paper too over there.
Oh,
Just
I
don't look
did.
at it.
Do it.
I'll look at it.
No, don't do
Play
it.
the music on it.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay,
We'll go
the
this way.
second part.
So I can like.
All right, so we're gonna play a game called Who Said That?
I'm not gonna chance.
So I got 50 different lines from the Star Wars movies. Okay, and so
First order.
we'll go with birthdays. Who was born in January?
Nobody.
February,
I thought we were talking about like
March,
the characters like.
April, May, Izzy goes first,
Woo!
and then we'll go clockwise.
Yeah.
All right, very good.
What are you looking at?
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you a line. You're gonna tell me from that line what character said that in the Star Wars movies. I just went movies. I didn't go comic books or anything like that. So just the movies. So if you want to, we got 3 bonus. You can steal one of the lines from another player if you want at any time.
I'm still Jacob.
You can pass and just take the points,
What are you stealing?
or you can go 50-50 and I'll give you a choice between 2 characters and you tell me. All right.
And now
So-
I'm panicking.
Now she's panicking.
She is panicking.
Don't do it. Don't panic. Let me get my what's it called? My thinking music going.
Fear.
Sure.
Hate.
Thinking music.
Yes. All right.
So fear
So
goes to anger, anger goes to hate, hate goes to the dark side.
yes.
His thinking music is actually Cypress Hill.
I know, right? That's what makes me think that.
Mine's Mr. Blue Skies.
All right, Izzy. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, this is the first line,
Just
and I'm gonna say
I'm not googling anything.
I'm gonna say it very monotone to
Aw,
try to
I was
not
gonna ask
give
you.
you give anything away. Okay. So
Anything
here's
said backwards is Yoda, okay?
He's like, I left that out on purpose.
well, if droids could think, there'd be none of us here, would there?
Oh my god, this is harder than I thought now. That was a piss cake. Well, shit. Give me a 50-50.
You know what? Let me tell you one more time,
Wait,
and then if you want to use a
If
50-50.
George could think.
I haven't inquired. Like, I have an idea of who it is.
No.
Okay.
It's only for her.
That's
If you
two-
want
that's
to,
two
You
people
can
in
steal
mind.
it.
yeah. Well, if droids could think, there'd be none of us here, would there?
Oh my god. I want to use it.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
make it interesting.
Is this going to use her 50-50? The character that said this is either Obi-Wan Kenobi or Anakin Skywalker.
Obi.
It is Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I was like,
That was my first
that was
thought.
the first thing I thought. I was
Yeah.
like, it's either Obi-Wan Kenobi
That was my
or
first.
it's Qui-Gon. And I was like, oh wait, Qui-Gon never saw any
I thought
droids.
it would have. That was my first guess.
You know, I didn't think Qui-Gon,
But
but
then-
that would have made sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, just because like episode 1, whenever like those things came down with Shield.
All right. You ready, Sarah?
Sure.
All right.
Cannons on the side.
What if I told you the Republic was now under the control of a Dark Lord of the Sith?
Anakin?
Whoa.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
It is not Anakin.
Okay.
You don't get any points taken away.
Okay, cool.
Right?
Is it gonna
Negative.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Nope.
I'm
Well-
gonna say.
Oh,
Is it my turn to go off that quote?
does he get that one? Yeah.
Do you get that question?
Are we re?
No.
Oh, okay.
We'll go to the next one.
Who was it though?
That was
Mace
Mace Windu.
Windu.
Mace Windu.
Oh,
it
dang
was
it! All right,
Count
fine.
Dooku.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
I'm gonna tell Blue.
All right.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of I don't remember.
We think a lot.
You ready, Tim?
Yeah.
So this is how Liberty dies with thunderous applause.
What is it again?
So this is how Liberty dies with thunderous applause.
I have no idea. I know the scene, but I don't know who it is.
Anybody can steal if they want to.
I know. I want to steal it,
Can I?
but
I'm gonna say.
Gotta do it before the music's over or he answers.
I'm gonna say Palpatine.
I know.
It's Mace Windu.
It is Padme Amidala.
Dang it.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it keeps
Who said
saying Mace Windu.
So this is how Liberty
No,
dies.
I know,
with
but I
thunderous
want to hang on.
applause.
Just
I was thinking like
I didn't think that.
whenever
Give me
they
a
like tied
second.
up to that pole and then they were
'Cause
forced to
she
fight,
was-
like he's looking around, he's like,
She was tied to Ray's pole?
slave Leia. Come back to
Oh
me.
my
All right, you ready, Jacob?
Oh, that was you.
No, he's
He's the.
Yeah. Oh, my dear friend, how I've missed you.
This is an easy one, but I have no idea.
Mhm.
Hold on. One more time, please.
Oh, my dear friend, how I've missed you.
Country of origin.
Can I steal right now? Can I steal this?
Hold on, dude.
If you want to.
Stealing it.
Okay, Tim's gonna steal.
I think it's Obi-Wan.
Don't say anything. 'Cause Tim has stole it, and hold on, let me mark that off
I
because
hope I get this.
Tim used his,
Lose a point.
Tim used his
Did.
power up. Tim, who said, "Oh my dear, how I've missed you."
C3PO.
He did say that.
Yeah.
To R2D2.
I was thinking about that, but I was thinking about like Obi-Wan, like seeing Anakin after like
point.
Yes.
from episode like 2 to 3. Whatever.
All right, so now it's Izzy's turn.
You're not good at Anakin.
Okay.
Every time I walked away from something I wanted to forget, I told myself it was for a cause that I believed in.
You can steal if you want.
Can I? Are you
I mean,
And she doesn't say it.
fair game.
Anakin?
Are you stealing it?
Yeah, I was stealing.
Okay, so you're going to officially steal?
Yeah, I'm just
Okay,
Anakin's
hold on. Let me mark you out here. So you've used that. So what's your guess?
Anakin Skywalker.
It is wrong.
Woo!
Who was that?
Who was it?
That was Cassian Andor.
Oh, that was.
Every time
yeah,
I walked
well,
away
no,
from
it's-
something I wanted to forget,
Who's Cass?
I told myself
Yeah.
it was for a cause I believed in.
We should not use Rebel.
What do you fight for? Hope.
You ready, Izzy?
I fight for power.
All right.
I fight for pain.
Not the local bulk cruiser, mind you. I'm talking about the big Carillion ships now.
No idea. What movie?
Not the local bulk cruiser, mind you. I'm talking about the big Carillion ships now.
Han Solo.
You're right. Woo, man. Very
There was a
nice.
lot of sass
I
in
was thinking
that
there was
line.
Luke.
Izzy is on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
It's Monopoly all over again.
I know. All right. You ready, Sarah?
Yep.
There's always a bigger fish.
Oh my god, can I steal that again?
No. You used it up, Tim.
I can steal this too.
God. There's always a bigger fish.
I know.
Qui-Gon?
Qui-Gon.
Yeah! Oh my
Right.
god, I got one answer so funny.
All right. Tim wanted to steal that so bad.
I know.
All right.
It's
So
just bad person.
after this one will be. You ready, Tim?
Timothy.
You can't stop the change any more than you can stop the suns from setting.
Oh. Oh.
Give it to you one more time. You can't stop the change any more than you can stop the suns from setting. And you have until the music's up.
I didn't know. 50-50.
All right.
I forgot that was an option. Oh man.
All right, Tim's going to use his 50-50. All right.
Sarah joined.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
All right. So this is either Qui-Gon Jinn or Shmi Skywalker.
Oh,
It's
dude.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
No.
That is wrong.
It's me, dude.
It's Shmi Skywalker
You
talking
know,
to...
I was thinking it was
Oh,
Obi-Wan
I
talking
think-
to Luke because, like,
man, he's right there with the sun setting.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh.
I was thinking, like, when the sun was
What a
setting,
waste
Obi-Wan
of
was talking to him.
50-50.
Oh, my goodness. All right, you ready, Jacob?
Yeah.
All right. Fear leads to anger.
Oh, Yoda.
Okay. I didn't finish it.
No, but whatever.
That's one of my favorite things. Like, one of my favorite things is when they deny him from becoming a Jedi Master, and that drives him to become a Sith
Yeah.
Lord.
All right.
That's
so
the prequels, man. 'Cause-
after round 2, we got Izzy in the lead with 2 points. And then
Everybody else is one.
everybody else has 1 point. All right. So, you ready, Izzy?
Miss it.
You can really take over at
Oh
this
my
point.
God.
Remember, Tim still has a pass. Izzy, you have all your bonuses, a steal, pass, and a 50-50. Sarah, you as well. Jacob, you also have a pass and a 50-50.
Can I open? No.
Yeah, if you want to.
No.
Are you a
This
collector? Are you?
The value. No, it's ruined.
It's NRFB.
Doing SASMR
NR.
on this.
Yeah.
Oh, an ASMR?
You've never heard of
No.
Got a box opening.
It's NRFB. Never remove from box.
Oh.
That's what I do. With Hot Wheels.
I'm just kidding.
I have like 2 Porsches and like a couple Miatas that I don't. Like Yasmin Ola. Like I got these Miatas that just came out, and all my brothers own Miatas. And my brother handed the box to my niece, and she just went boom. And I was like, "You're my niece. I love you for everything you do, and all the choices you make." And I was like,
All right, Izzy, you can really take control after this one.
Okay.
Right? Compassion, which I would define as unconditional love, is essential to a Jedi's life. Give it to you one more time.
You don't have a 50-50.
Compassion, which I would define as unconditional love, is essential to a Jedi's life.
Watch this. I'll pass.
All right,
I
Izzy's
get my
going to
point.
pass,
Can I
and
guess?
she's going to take her point.
Wait, you get a point for that?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm past next one.
You pass.
Oh, that's
What
nice.
was it?
Obi-Wan.
Was it?
Yeah,
Anybody have a guess?
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
He was talking about the love in between
It
like
was
them two. 'Cause,
Anakin
Romance.
to Padme,
Oh.
trying to convince her.
I was gonna say
Oh,
Leia.
that's episode 2 where everybody checked out.
All right. Ready, Sarah?
Yeah.
Let's say
The
yes.
longing you seek is not behind you, it is in front of you.
I take a point here, aren't you?
I know this.
The longing
I don't want to
you
get
seek,
it wrong.
the longing you seek is not behind you, it is in front of you.
I think I know
It's
all
like
of
a
them.
I do.
Yoda thing,
I think I
right?
know that one.
Yoda?
I know this one.
Yoda?
It's not
That,
Yoda.
that was my
Damn it!
guess.
I should have passed it.
Maz.
It was Maz Kanata.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, damn it.
Maz
Alright.
cannot.
Yeah.
Fine. Whatever.
And
Look,
then-
look, look, look. I peeled it in a way so you can just feel it.
It's still good.
You ready, Tim?
I'm not ready.
Okay.
Too bad.
Tell me yeah.
Okay, here we go. The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
Ooh. Snap. It sounds like something.
Palpatine.
No.
That's your answer?
That Mace Windu. Ability to speak what?
See, I'm not your friend. at this
What am I
point.
not? Not my final answer.
The ability to speak
Do you trust me?
does not make you intelligent.
I don't have a steal, do I?
Not anymore.
So I'm just gonna close. Wait, he's googling.
When they glue it in there?
No, seriously.
Go to.
It is not Mace Windu.
Oh, what?
It is Qui-Gon Jinn to, and he's talking to Jar Jar Binks.
Ew.
You mean Lloyd?
Oh,
Jar Jar?
sorry.
All right. You ready, Jacob?
Yes.
In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
Oh, man.
I do have a steal, but I'm going to save it for
Tim
later.
still has a pass. Izzy has a steal and a 50-50. Sarah has all her bonuses.
Wait, do I have a
Steal,
50-50?
pass, 50-50. And Jacob, you have a pass and a 50-50.
I'm gonna take the 50-50 because I'm like, I know it's like super
Okay.
easy, but
I'm going to give you the line again, and then I'll give you 2 options, and then your music's coming.
okay.
In my experience, there's no such thing as luck. And your 50-50 is Han Solo or Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh. Han Solo?
You can steal.
Solo.
You can still.
Final answer.
Oh, it's too late now. You answered it. It's wrong.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I was thinking like episode 7. He's looking at Rey. She's like, "Oh, I got off the planet by luck," and he's like, "Over the years, I've learned with the Force."
All right. You ready, Izzy? You could really take over now.
Where's
What?
the spider at?
Oh, he's
Take
taking
out
a
the
little
I'll just like,
I ain't taking your time.
dude, Disney's like screwing me.
So Izzy's in the lead with 3, and then everybody else has 1.
Keep it away from the mic.
My goodness. All right. So Izzy, this is your line. You tell me who said that.
I did.
Let go of your hate.
Steal. Sarah,
No.
you know it.
No, I don't know.
Do
You have a
I
50-50 and a steal, Izzy, so really only a 50-50
She's
would
gonna
help
win the
you.
game if you don't steal it,
I'll give
Sarah.
it to you again.
Clutch it up.
Let go of your hate.
Can't do
Tim,
I'm gonna say Obi-Wan.
it is not Obi-Wan. It is actually Luke Skywalker. And he's saying it to Darth Vader.
it as he's down.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, I remember now.
Let go of your hate.
Let go of your hate.
So who actually brought him over to the light side? Was it Luke's let go of your hate? Or was it Obi-Wan guiding him to the dark side?
I don't know. All right. Ready, Sarah?
Yeah.
Is it your chance to come back here?
I don't know.
Sometimes we must let go of our pride and do what is asked of us.
Pass.
You pass?
Yeah.
All right. That's a good call.
That Mace Windu?
Let me think that.
Legit.
Any guesses? Any for fun?
Mace Windu.
Mace Windu.
Wait,
Oh
read
my
again?
God.
Sometimes we must let go of our pride and do what is asked of us.
Oh, for
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
See, yeah.
Hit Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, I was about to say
He
Obi
said
again.
that.
He never obeys the rules.
And he said it to Padme, and she's like, Anakin, you've
Episode-
grown up.
Episode 2 again. We must do what we're asked to be with me. I bet he Jedi mind tricked her just to have
All
Oscar.
right, Tim, you ready?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm responsible now. The price you pay for being successful.
Are you? Wait. We just
I
said
don't
it.
know.
We just said it.
I'm-
We just alluded to it.
Yeah,
I'll pass.
Run back the tape.
Pass it.
Really?
Tim is using his pass.
I mean, is Anakin?
That
Anakin?
is
Yeah.
Lando?
Is it in there? Oh, jeez.
Any guesses?
Anakin.
Anakin Skywalker.
Is it Lando?
It was Lando.
Oh.
Oh, you should have got
I
that.
know.
Oh,
I'm
man.
a nice person. I don't steal from people.
You have to. You're gonna win.
I wonder what kind of sound that one makes.
This one? It's called the Silent something.
Oh, it's no sound.
Legit. It's called Kylo Ren's
A
TIE
stealth bomber.
Silencer.
Ew, I said
Oh, that's Kylo Ren's new ship.
Yeah, the TIE Silencer. It's
Oh,
got like a
nice.
Cadillac booty.
Show it to the camera. That's kind of cool.
I'm offering.
That's pretty neat.
I gotta show the ass part.
Tim, it's what?
You show its ass.
You put it out there. You know who he is, damn it. Oh my god. I got this clip for you. I was gonna use it today, but I totally forgot.
Except Kylo Ren is your Lord and Savior.
Kylo Ren is my Lord and Savior.
It's the only way we'll be together. Oh, there's instructions. Damn it.
Mary Norris.
Yeah, but we put those out yesterday. Actually, I put out the shipper, and I was like, "Oh shit!" So if y'all want to look at like some of the other things, like
Oh, okay, cool.
there's a bunch of other things if y'all want to grab some.
Very nice.
They're very small. They're more like shelf pieces. They're not.
Like full, yeah. All right, you ready,
Let's
Jacob?
even grab license plate.
Oh, yeah. 6'9", 44.
All right, Jacob. Here's your line.
You bet he'd do it. Dude.
Izzy wants to know who said that.
Who said it?
All his life as he looked away to the future.
That's
Casey and JoJo.
one more time. I don't know what you're talking about. There.
All his life as he looked away to the future.
Oh, fuck. All his life, he looked away to the future? That is a toss-up for me. It's either like Yoda or...
You still have a pass if you want to.
I'm going to pass on it respectfully.
Okay. You still collect your point.
Oh, what? This has a stand.
Oh, nice.
Sick.
You guys have any guesses on that one? No? Tim?
Yoda.
It was Yoda.
Yeah, I was like, it's either Yoda or Palpatine. Because Palpatine was talking about
Talking to Luke.
Plagueis.
All his life as he looked away to the future, to the horizon.
Because Anakin kept looking to
Never his mind on where he was. Huh?
That's how he lost
What
his
he
legs.
was doing? Huh?
That's so
Sorry, Tim.
Tim did 5 push-ups before eating the dog.
All right.
Don't cut me.
All right. So now the score after that round is Izzy in the lead by 3. And then Tim and Jacob have 2. Sarah, you're trailing with 1. All right, Izzy, ready? Death is a natural part of life.
Oh my god.
There's so many people who said that.
Uh-huh.
Like Gandhi.
Shut up.
Many philosophers.
Yeah. The Philosopher's Stone.
So who's the philosopher in the Star Wars?
All
The
right.
philosophical...
Death is a
man.
natural part of life. Let me get your music ready. Let it go. I'll give you a different kind of music.
Oh god.
Dog? Wrecked.
I'm gonna say Anakin.
You're gonna say Anakin?
Sure, why not?
That is wrong.
Yoda.
It is Yoda.
The philosophical one. The
Yeah.
short one.
All right.
Does that mean BB-8's going to be philosophical?
Sarah is gonna make her move right here. I feel it.
Okay, probably not. But
Oh.
sure.
She's out of passes, bro.
Oh my god. There is no mystical energy field that controls my destiny.
Are you kidding me? I kind of have no idea.
Yeah. Oh, 50-50.
You gonna use your 50-50?
Yeah.
We're back
Okay,
at
I'm gonna mark
she
off your
used it.
50-50.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
All right, so your 50-50
Mm-hmm.
is it's either Han Solo or Princess Leia.
Double crap. Read it again.
Lamborghini.
I know. Yeah. Can you read it again?
There is no mystical energy field that controls
Can I
my
steal that?
destiny.
I'm gonna
I feel
steal.
that.
No, because she already used her
Dang it.
bonus.
You just gotta think.
Oh,
Of you gotta think of the
okay.
context of like what's like.
I know.
It's like kind of like the force behind the words.
Is it Han?
Yes, I said.
It was Han Solo.
Yeah.
Han Solo was
Yeah.
like really against the force and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like,
There
It
it
was
is.
like
Force
it's a
context,
bunch of
yes.
mumbo
yeah,
jumbo.
he's like, that's bullshit. I run my own shit.
Right.
Tim, you ready?
No such thing. Yes.
Tim, you can tie
What?
Izzy
With me.
with this one.
Amazing.
And you've already used all your bonuses.
Damn.
We're not gonna go to round 4.
How many people watch it?
Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them.
Maz Kanata.
That's your final
Yes.
answer? It is wrong.
Wait, was it Obi-Wan
It was Obi-Wan Kenobi.
talking to Anakin about his visions?
No, talking to Luke on the Millennium Falcon when he puts his
Oh,
that
the thing
shield
and the
on there.
remote and the.
Mhm. Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them.
Close your eyes.
Mhm.
I'm gonna shoot blasters at you.
You ready, Jacob?
Yeah, he's just like, dodge this one, bro.
As long as there's light, we've got a chance.
That's Leia.
That's your final answer?
Yeah.
That
Yes,
is
sir.
wrong.
What? She said in episode 7.
That's Poe Dameron
Oh,
No.
from episode 7.
right movie.
Yeah.
All right.
She said it. She whispered it.
Just to you.
You ready?
Yeah, just to
Yeah.
me.
Mm.
We're watching episode 7. She's like,
A Jedi uses the Force for knowledge and defense, never for attack.
Sorry.
These questions are weighted.
A Jedi uses the Force for knowledge and defense, never for attack.
Obi.
That is wrong.
What?
Yay.
That is
Aw.
Yoda.
What? It makes sense.
It made sense for Obi-Wan because like when Anakin started getting all aggro.
All right.
What
Sarah?
can you do?
Sure.
Sarah's making you got two now.
I know.
You can tie up with this one.
There's hope.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever.
When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
Oh, what, son?
Is it Obi?
No.
Oh no, it's Anakin.
Yeah.
It's Anakin. Right?
I'll read it to you
Yeah.
one more
It's
time.
No. Shut up.
Was that your final answer?
Yeah, Anakin?
It's actually
That
Darth
doesn't
Vader.
count because that's Vader.
Yes,
It's Vader.
that's
It's
Darth
a
Vader.
technicality.
It's technicality,
Fine.
but
Whatever.
Half point.
No,
I was with them. They're two different people.
Yeah, they
Yes.
are two different people.
Oh, in the
Damn it.
Oh man.
all right, Tim, you ready?
Oh, I know where it's from.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
I'm ready.
Your arguments are vague and unconvincing.
I know this one.
It's episode 3.
Well, it's not episode 3.
It's Snoke.
Arguments are vague and unconvincing.
Your arguments are vague and unconvincing. I'll give you some music.
Is that a hint?
No. Tim, I need an answer.
Yeah, Tim.
How much time do I have?
You had till the music was up, sir.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Ready.
That is wrong. That is K2SO
Oh,
from.
no.
Oh, okay.
No way.
Yeah, no.
All right. Jacob,
Oh, cool. Yeah.
she may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts.
Maz Kanata.
Deal.
Izzy's gonna steal.
I already said shit.
Han Solo.
It is Han Solo. Very
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Wow.
Izzy's
Izzy's on a roll. Izzy, we're gonna have to call you Butter.
Watch your
Why?
Because she's on a roll.
Yes. All right, Sarah.
Okay.
The Force is strong with this one.
Oh, that could have been for me.
Can you give me those questions? I feel like you're like
It's random.
you're throwing her
just-
softball
I'm
questions.
going-
And I'm getting
Shut
like I'm getting
Oh my
heaters.
God.
I'm going straight down the line.
Tim got K2SO.
The Force is strong with this one.
I know.
It's
That's literally everyone.
All right, and I'm gonna give you some music. After the
Okay.
music's up, I need an answer.
Turn it down for what?
Yeah. No.
You can't go.
I know it is.
Turn it down for what?
Is it Palpatine?
It was not Palpatine. It was Darth Vader at the end of A New Hope when he's after Luke
And he's like,
Skywalker. He's like, oh, the Force is strong
damn
with this
it.
one.
It was also
Whatever.
said, I think by Qui-Gon Jinn when he's looking at Anakin's medical rings.
All right, Tim.
When all that stuff makes me
Tim, you're up.
Okay.
Tim, you need to make a comeback here, Tim.
How many points do I have? 2.
All right, the score right now is Izzy 4 points,
Aw.
and everybody else has 2 points.
Okay.
All right.
Those are both passing 50-50s.
If there's a bright center to the universe, you're on the planet it's farthest from.
Oh, shiitakes. Can we get a refresher on Spiels?
If there's a bright center to the universe, you're on the planet that it's farthest from. And I'll give you some music. After the music, I need to answer, Tim.
Obi-Wan.
It is not Obi-Wan.
Is it Anakin's wife?
It is actually Luke Skywalker saying that to
Obi-Wan. No,
I don't remember who's saying it to. Who's he saying it to?
Darth Vader, probably. His father. If you pull that,
There's a bright center of the universe. You're on the planet that
Is
it's
it-
farthest from.
Is it
Is it
Lando?
like C-3PO?
I think it's
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're right. It is C3PO.
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
good.
Do I get a point?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, because C3PO says, I don't even know what planet I'm actually on. And he said, when he's
Like at the
cleaning
very
him,
beginning.
he's cleaning him up.
Oh yeah.
Mhm. You're right. You ready, Jacob?
It doesn't matter.
If you're really doing this, I want to help.
It's Han Solo.
It is not Han Solo. That's
Wait.
Cassian Andor.
I-
Again.
Is that Rogue One?
I'm literally going just straight down the line.
No, you're such an asshole. Dude, that's like Han Solo when he's talking to Ben. And they're just like, I want to help him. He's like, okay, Dad.
I want to help. Where's your shovel at? I can do some heavy lifting. All right. Ready? Is he going to take a stranglehold on this game pretty soon here?
Is she gonna force choke it?
Ooh. There is
Oh, God.
there is more than one sort of prison. I sense you carry yours wherever you go.
Oh, man. I feel like I have the idea. Of who it
Izzy, you still have a 50-50, and Sarah has a steal. Everybody else has used theirs up.
I'll use mine.
You want to use your 50-50? Let me work that out. I'll give you two choices. Okay? And then I'll read the line again. It's either Jin Urso or Chirrut Imwe, and the line is, there's more than one sort of prison. I sense you carry yours wherever you go.
Whatever his name was.
Chirrut Imwe?
Yeah.
The blind man.
Aw.
That's right.
Oh!
Yay, that's good. Wow.
I was
It's
scared
a
for a Rogue
bingo.
One.
It's a bingo. Where's that from, Tim?
I forgot.
Inglourious Basterds.
It is Inglourious Basterds. So I'm gonna give you a point for that. I'm just kidding.
I got you.
Oh, really? Oh man. All right, Sarah.
See your Lord and Savior.
There isn't much time. Every day they grow stronger.
Well, I ponder upon this. It's a comfort.
There isn't much time.
There isn't much time. Every day they grow stronger. And I'll give you some music
Okay.
after you're done.
Is it Yoda?
It is not Yoda.
That's Palpatine.
That is. You're all. It is Jin Urso.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah, off this road. Where's episode 7?
You're like, I was ready for it.
3.9 is just.
You ready, Tim?
No, I'm never.
Never ready.
Ready to be embarrassed.
You're confusing peace with terror.
Oh, steal. Mace Windu.
Nothing left.
You're confusing peace with terror. I'm going to give you some music after music's up, Tim.
Obi-Wan.
Damn it.
It is not Obi-Wan.
Anakin.
It's Galen Urso.
Dude, what?
I'm tired of this.
Dude, I swear to God, Obi-Wan said that, dude.
I thought y'all were Star Wars fans. Damn
It
it.
sounded like episode 3, man. It sounded like episode 3. He's like, oh, we're going to run this. He's like, you're confusing it with fear.
All right, you ready, Jacob?
No.
This is
I have the high ground.
Mm.
You underestimate
It's funny
my
because
powers, bro.
you said you know all of theirs, and then Jacob said he knows all of y'all's. Maybe it's just the pressure.
Well, I think I'm gonna.
I feel like I just picture like who I want to
this
see.
past, like bombing theirs
All right.
now.
We stand here amidst my achievement, not yours.
Oh, that's Anakin. No, wait. It's that dude that was talking to the other guy that was like CGI during 3.9. He's like, we stand upon my achievement, not yours. Because he took over with the Death Star.
Mm-hmm. What's his name?
That's a great question. Tune in next time.
Sarah has a steal if she knows.
Wait,
I
you have to name
can't
him?
remember his
Commissioner Gordon?
name.
I don't know. Batman. Bullshit. I know who his face is.
I know.
You have a steal one?
I don't.
I'll give it to the music.
What's his name start with?
Nothing.
It is nothing. I should get a point for this. Is the bathroom down the road?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think the door's
Two
open.
rights.
All right.
You're right.
You got it wrong. Any? Huh?
Tarkin.
No.
No,
Was
it's
it Tarkin?
the guy that
Well, good thing I
choked
didn't
on
have
his
a steal.
aspirations. What's his face?
Krennic.
Krennic.
Yes, it was Krennic. Good old Krennic.
I knew it was a Rogue One thing.
Yes.
I wasn't familiar at all. How many more?
Krennic.
We're gonna do one more each. And then
Okay.
we'll call
So how many rounds was
Have
that?
lost.
it.
5?
Actually, let's see. Tim, you have 2. Oh yeah, you.
Is he have high ground?
Yes, she did.
It's Monopoly all over again.
All over, total domination. All right, maybe.
It's the quiet one.
All right. Not a day goes by that I don't think of you, but today of all days.
I know, me too. Drop. What is it?
Huh?
That's yours.
That was mine?
Mhm.
I was like, I'm hungry.
Not a day goes by that I don't think of you, but today of all days.
Leia.
No, that's Saw Gerrera.
Aw. The rest is
Okay.
Rogue One.
Yes.
I hate this.
Too many Rogue One.
It's the newest one.
Yeah.
All right. Sarah,
Hmm.
we have powerful friends. You're going to regret this. We have powerful friends. You're going to regret this.
God, this is horrible.
I love that big music.
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
Kylo Ren.
No, that was actually Leia to Jabba the Hutt.
What?
After in Return of the Jedi, when they put her up against Jabba, she says, "We have powerful friends. You're going to regret this."
And he goes,
Yeah.
That got the camera.
She's like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Tim,
Yes.
we will not be hostages to be bartered.
Damn, son. No idea.
One more time.
Lando.
That is not Lando. That is Mace Windu. This whole time. We will not be
I knew he was
hostages.
black.
We will not be hostages to be bartered.
Oh, they're all
Oh,
stuck together.
Off one.
What?
All right, Jacob.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
You're not actually going into an asteroid field.
I was going in this galaxy, dude. What? Oh, I think that's Han Solo.
That is not Han Solo. That's actually Princess Leia.
See, I don't think... I need prequels and episode set. That's where I shine. That's where I shine.
All right, Izzy. One more time around to Jacob, and then we're going to call it a game.
Okay.
Your last one is, but how could they be jamming us if they don't know we're coming? But how could they be jamming us if they don't know we're coming?
I feel like that's from Rogue One.
Can I steal it?
You
Right?
do
I
have
mean, I
a
can
steal
feel it.
left. You do have a steal left.
Is it Leia?
It is not Leia.
All right, whatever.
It's Lord Helmet.
It is actually Lando Calrissian.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
That's right.
Wow.
Moments before, it's a trap. Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
All right. Sarah.
oh.
Han Solo. I've been waiting for this day for a long time.
What? Steel Roni.
Han Solo.
Pizza.
I've been waiting for this day for a long time.
Boba Fett?
Who?
Boba Fett?
It is not Boba Fett.
Fuck! All right.
It is
I'm gonna-
Kylo Ren.
Oh!
God.
All right, whatever.
You're all the hell with
I'm
this
out.
game.
I'm out.
Is this
I
since they walked
will-
onto the bridge, dude?
Just quit asking
I
me
felt like
questions.
you were hinting.
Oh no! 'cause
Yeah, I was
thought,
the whole
like-
time. I was like, what up?
Oh.
All right,
And then just
Tim,
put
your
it
last
I
one.
fucking lose.
Okay.
Ray, these are your first steps.
Oh my god.
What?
It's Billy Mays here.
Ray, these are your first steps.
That's Obi-Wan.
That is
What?
What?
What the
What?
hell?
Obi-Wan.
Are you kidding me?
Obi-Wan.
It is Obi-Wan.
What?
We actually did a whole podcast on
Yeah.
that.
No, wait, you're talking about the Vision.
Yes.
No, that's not confirmed.
Yeah, it is.
It's not a real quote.
It is
Mhm.
confirmed.
Nope. Cut off the record. Bullshit. Slander.
Last one, Jacob. This is the Millennium Falcon. Your Han Solo.
What?
What?
No, just kidding.
What?
That's either Finn or Ray, and I can't put my finger on because I don't know if she knows about Ray.
This is where you're supposed to shine.
Dude,
This,
Yeah.
this is the Millennium Falcon.
who got the quote?
Your Han Solo.
Oh, it's Ray.
It is Ray.
And she's like, oh, you did something in the 7 parsecs? And he's like, I actually did this parsecs. Yes, right.
Well,
All right, that wraps it up for who said.
dad.
Yeah. And Izzy took it with 5 points, and followed up by Tim and Jacob with 3, and then
And I just
rounding it
like
out,
lose.
Sarah
I'm-
at 2.
I'm a disappointment.
Order 66. Well, we're hitting the 2 o'clock mark,
Wow.
Yep.
so I'd like
Let's do 2 episodes.
to say we just keep going for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Back-to-back episodes.
Double feature.
It's a mega 7.
It went by really quick, right, Jacob?
Yeah, I'm down.
I know, right?
If you ever do know like Kylo Ren one, like, dissect.
Total Kylo Ren.
I got like so much stuff to talk about.
I know,
Because you don't
right?
let me talk about it at work. I'm always like, man, come on the show. I was like, I have all this stuff I want to tell you.
Well, we got to have you back.
Oh man,
Well,
see you next
Yeah.
Friday.
we appreciate you coming in.
This is a
giving
lot
your-
of fun.
Yeah, giving
Yeah,
your
that's
input.
nice.
Absolutely. We'd love to have you back whenever we do another one. And
Feels
you're
nice
you're
to,
available.
like Star Wars news.
Yeah.
Because every time I try to talk to somebody about Star Wars, they don't know
You're like-
jack shit about it.
Well, apparently nobody knows lines here either. so just
Lines
roll
are not
with
important. Actions speak louder than words.
I take them to the movies. We watch the shows. We buy all the toys.
We don't have the
And they don't know the
subtitles on.
lines.
I love subtitles. It's like crime.
Oh man, but no, absolutely. You know, we appreciate you coming, spending some time with us. Tim, you want to wrap us up?
Yes. I'm not sure how to wrap us up.
We can do our social media stuff again.
We did that, but I think not very good at this stuff.
Sarah, you want to wrap us up?
Thanks for watching. We have an Instagram and a Facebook and a Snapchat and a Patreon if y'all want to donate, all of the proceeds from September go to Hurricane Harvey victims.
Oh yeah, we got some juicy behind the scenes.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
You want to see that?
It's only $1.
Yeah, it's
$1.
It's $1.
Yeah.
I got
it's
you
a lot of cool
$1.
It's
stuff.
$1.
Pretty racy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there's some stuff in there that some of us didn't know it was being recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it might be worth it.
Racy? Sexy.
Oh my goodness. So,
I love it.
well, for everybody here at the Force Choke from the council, Jacob, we want to say thank you again for coming, spending some time with us, giving us your input. But for the Force Choke,
I'm Izzy.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Tim.
you know his name. And myself, Lewis, and our missing council member, Micah, who gave us some input earlier today. Thank you, Micah. We appreciate that.
He's a force.
Aww.
Oh, that was
Tim
nice.
Mufasa Force Ghost.
No, this is his holocron.
We're done?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Behind the scenes stuff. Tim, what's going on?